Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Now that summer is coming around, thank you for subscribing to my channel. Now that summer is coming around, I decided to start buying lighter clothing. I realized I've had a lot of black clothing. It's early in the morning, the sun isn't out yet. This is the type of time that an army cook will wake up, or already be getting ready for work anyway. But yeah, this channel has reached about 1,500 subscribers, and that's a huge shocker to me because, I keep repeating this all the time, but I don't really upload in the best quality. I can also be a total jerk in the comments section. And, oh yeah, I do upload video game footage without any commentary. I learned how to record videos off my Steam account. I know, I know that makes me sound slow. Like, what are you talking about? Like, this is something that anyone can do. But in my defense, I did grow up in a not so best financial environment. Like, I didn't even have a smartphone in school. I only got financial income once I joined the army, and now that I'm out, I figured I would try learning some new things. Like, I recently learned how to emulate Dragon Quest VIII. And look, in my defense, that game, at least the original PS2 version, is no longer legally available. So I don't see anything wrong with, finding a way to play that game in 2026. Plus, if I'm going to get in trouble for emulating it, then a bunch of YouTubers who gave out instructions on how to emulate it should get in trouble first, okay? But of course, I'm joking, though. Nobody should give a crap about anyone downloading a game from 2004, especially a game that's not even available legally, outside of that crappy, horrible Android port that nobody likes. I noticed for the most part, my most popular and viewed videos, outside of the one where I show, the Arkham City prisoners from the game Arkham City saying something really horrible. I noticed that most of my most popular videos are just, basically me venting and trash talking certain YouTube channels. The first video I ever decided to upload to YouTube was talking about the YouTuber Crowcat. The guy that likes to compare two games to each other to make one game look good and the other game look bad. And at the time, I believe it was with the Resident Evil 4 remake in 2023, there were a lot of negative comments that were under Crowcat's video. Now, here's the thing. Even when a video does have more likes than dislikes, if a video is disliked enough, there's still a good chance that the top comments are going to be mostly negative. However, conveniently enough, all those negative comments that were disagreeing with Crowcat's video disappeared. That's because Crowcat either deleted or shadow banned people. He definitely shadow banned me for replying to him, and at the time, I was being very, very mature about it. Some people actually have the audacity. In my other Crowcat videos, some people have the audacity to be like, prove it. Prove that he shadow banned you. And the thing is, asking someone to prove that they've been shadow banned is pretty difficult, especially to, a Crowcat fanboy who's going to support Crowcat no matter what. But anyway, to overcome Crowcat's attempt at censorship, I decided to do a video on him, and it's actually one of my first video, is one of my most viewed videos. And, thankfully, in the comment sections, there have also been other people that pointed out how Crowcat shadow banned their feedback. And it made me realize something. Instead of leaving, like, a comment under a person that you disagree with strongly, it's better to just do a response video. Like, with a response video, you get to vent, and, more importantly, a YouTuber can't, censor your response video. Like, they can't shadow ban your response. Plus, doing a response video will keep your, your complaints more prevalent, unlike a YouTube comment, which will just get buried under a bunch of other YouTube comments. My video style is pretty lazy, it's pretty low effort. It's sort of like filming a cat, but, at least with a cat, you can look at how adorable it is. I don't really bother doing any scripting or fancy editing. I mean, I could learn how to do that stuff. In fact, when I did do more professional style videos in the past, nobody really bothered seeing them anyway. And I thought to myself, damn, I just put in a lot of work making this video. And, nobody saw it, or at least not many people saw it. Plus, I realized that I don't make any money doing off of this. I don't get ad revenue money. YouTube isn't my job. Why bother putting in, so much effort into a video when I'm not even getting paid, and when there's also a good chance that nobody will view that video. So that's why I basically started making more lazy types of content. And, it's a really fascinating and sad phenomenon where, a YouTuber, I've seen YouTubers do this. They go through they put in a lot of effort into their video, only for, their video to not even get, that many views. I've been in that scenario before. So I'm like, screw it. Personally, I think, how there's so many YouTubers nowadays trying to make money off this platform, trying to make a living off this platform. I think it's kind of sad. Because first off, you gotta e-bag donations from your fans. Secondly, you gotta sponsor scam products that nobody likes. And thirdly, you are a slave to the algorithm when you try to make YouTube, your source of bread. Like, I think being a YouTuber who financially depends off of YouTube for money, I just think it's mostly a bad idea. Like, there are some YouTubers out there that do make it big and get super rich, but they are a very rare and extreme exception. Like, for example, somebody who makes pretentious video game essays is going to have to worry about, people actually sitting down and watching their essays. Meanwhile, someone like XQZ, all he has to do is do a lazy reaction video, and he makes thousands of dollars off of it immediately. And XQZ is part of that rare exception I'm talking about. He's like one of the 1% of YouTubers that do actually make it on this platform. He got lucky, in my opinion, because YouTube is full of reacting channels, and most of them don't even make it that big. And for me personally, I'm just like, fuck that. Like, the thing about me is that I don't really gotta worry about being a slave to the algorithm. I don't really care if a certain video of mine doesn't really get any views at all. I believe that everything is based on luck when it comes to YouTube. I hear so many stories of YouTubers being scared of the algorithm. Like, they're scared about losing their YouTube ad revenue. They're scared about saying the wrong thing and upsetting their fans and losing subscriptions. They're stressed about, their fans becoming more poor with the economy. So as a result, their fans had to unsubscribe from their Patreon in order to save up money for themselves. Like, fuck that lifestyle, man. Like, in my opinion, if you really want money, just get a regular job. And if you want more money, learn a valuable trade skill. Like, that's way more substantial and useful than, being a YouTuber and depending on, your audience for help. Whenever I question why do people subscribe to my channel, I usually get the answer that I feel more authentic and real. And, yeah, I guess so, since I don't really script my videos, and I'm not trying to sell you anything. Hell, I don't even really want you to subscribe to this channel. I don't want to fill up your feed with useless stuff. Now, I'm pretty much just tired of repeating myself. I tell people in the comment sections who are like, subbed, and I'm like, dude, don't subscribe to this channel. I'm going to fill up your feed with stuff that you didn't even subscribe for, or most likely didn't subscribe for. Like, my most popular videos are me just trash talking YouTubers, but that's not like the only type of videos I make. Like, I'm literally in the process of planning a trip to a certain city and recording animal and scientific footage, And it's not going to be any sort of like, me complaining about a YouTuber or anything like that. Wait. One thing that I do find pretty funny, though, is how my small, insignificant channel has managed to get the attention of bigger YouTubers, and that's just crazy to me. Like, I thought, like, why does my small channel get attention and feedback from certain YouTubers who end up ignoring their own fan base? Like, shit, at least with me, I actually try to reply to the comments in my comment section. A lot of these YouTubers, they just don't even leave a heart react to their fans. My theory as to why certain YouTube content creators get pissy at me is because they can't shadow ban my videos, and, they can't prevent me from saying what I feel in my head, And to be honest, I've also shadow banned certain comments myself as well. Usually because they usually bring up some sort of bullshit straw man accusation. And I'm like, you know what, fuck you, man. I'm just going to censor your free speech in my comment section. I treat myself like a bouncer at a nightclub, and the person that I shadow ban is like the annoying drunk. But anyway, thanks again for subscribing. I still don't recommend subscribing to this channel, but thank you.